What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and fellow YouTubers? All of you have been very welcome on this video where I'm actually going to talk about two major upcoming updates to the game. I am currently on the Tribble test server, and two new features that are going to impact the game, or at least I think it's going to impact the game a lot. I'm actually going to talk about those, one of them being more bars. More bars to everybody, and also the new Ferengi Admiralty Alliance is going to be implemented in the game. So this video is going to be dedicated just to that. Now, these new updates are currently on the Tribble test server, and it is basically up there for people to test them out. But I'm also going to make a video about it so you guys can actually see what is going to be coming to your screen in a couple of days. On the holodeck server. Now they actually made a forum post out of this, and I'm actually going to bring that up if you guys don't mind. Now this thing dates 23rd of June, so that's like a couple of days, 2 days of the time of this recording. They're going to add new features. The Ferengi Admiralty Campaign, so you can actually acquire trade and goods to create a stronger economy with allied space and help with the Ferengi Trade Alliance. This is available for Captain level 52 and above. It is still a work in progress, so all of the items that you guys might see in the game right now, all of the numbers and stuff like that, are going to be subject to change. Obviously, it is still on a testing server on Tribble. Tribble is just for testing purposes. It's not live. They also added a couple of stuff like on missions. They actually made adjustments to that, bug fixes and stuff like that. Also to systems, but the main focus on this video is going to be the Ferengi Admiralty Campaign and also the UI. And the UI stands for user interface. For those among us that have no idea, they're actually implementing power tray updates. They added support for up to 10 rows of columns to the space power trays. Very nice, right? Very nice. They also added support for rotating both power trays by 90 degrees for 2 horizontal trays if you want them both horizontally, or 2 vertical if you want them both vertically in their alignments. Space power tray settings can now be hidden by clicking outside of the buttons. And the space power tray settings now indicate which settings are active. Very nice, right? Very nice. Also added the separation option to toggle the fire all button independently, regardless of how many rows there are. I'm actually going to switch back to the game. There we go. And I'm actually going to bring it up. Now, usually when you start the game, you only have 1 row. So you basically need to click these 3, I don't know what to call them, diagonally. I have no idea. This button up here with those 3 icons that are diagonally positioned, and you basically click on 3, and you have then 3 rows of items that you can put up here. Well, some people actually have more abilities than 30 of them, so you have like 3 rows of 10, right? Some of us have more abilities than that. You know, you have like you have devices, you have like, I don't know, special abilities that come with ships and engines and set bonuses and set clickies and stuff like that. So I guess a couple of those developers thought it would be really awesome if they added 10 rows of 10 click bars up here, so you can have 100 in total of your power tray options up here. So you can have all kinds of like I don't know what, you know, just it's just, I'm just speechless of this option because I really love it. You can have like 10 rows of 10 clickable options that you can slot in your tray. That is just, you know, for me personally, that is just awesome, because I have like key bindings that I've populated 2 rows of these. Then number 10 and number 9 has been full, because that is my DPS rotation, and there are definitely more items just like this. For an example, for cooldown reduction of bridge officer powers, of my hangar pets and all of that, and like emotions that you can have. Definitely awesome in my personal book, personal opinion. In my book, it's very awesome. But anyway, these are obtainable up here at the bottom, so you can choose how many rows you want. If you want 5, if you want 8, if you want 10. Those are now, or at least they are going to be available to you as soon as they implement this. Now, this is still work in progress, obviously, so they might change the amount, but it is right now 10 and 10. Basically, you have 100 rows that you can slot in your powers and abilities and devices and stuff like that. And very nice in my personal opinion. They also added this as an option to rotate your tray 90 degrees. Let's say you're not really enjoying it vertically, or no, horizontally, but you want them vertically. You can do that right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 10, and you can switch them back, have them horizontally again. They also talked about changing the firing option right here. Most of us don't actually use this, but it's definitely a feature in Star Trek Online. So you can basically fire all weapons in combination, like energy-based and torpedo-based. Or you can fire them separately right here. Torpedo-based weapons, only the torpedo-based weapons, or only the energy-based weapons, that is beams and cannons, dual heavy cannons and stuff like that. So definitely a plus in my book as features go. Definitely love the 10 by 10 grid square that you can actually implement those. Now, if you don't have enough of these clickable trays, as it comes out on it usually is like this when you start off, right? So you guys see that I have an extra one. Can you please, there, this is how it usually comes up with. Now, if you don't have the vertical tray, you can basically go up here to this gear icon, the main the game option, and click this rearrange HUD. Rearranging HUD is like basically you can rearrange all of these green items that you see right here. You can make them hidden or make them shown, or just I don't know, resize them to your whatever need is going to be. Make the minimap a little bit bigger or smaller, whatever you whatever have you. But you can also make the big personal tray right here, number 1. You can also add another one, and that's going to add the vertical one. As you guys can see right here, the big personal tray number 2. So you can basically have 2 of these boys right here. You can have 10 and 10 right here, and also 10 and 10 right there. Isn't that awesome? If you're like, well, this is taking too much screen and I really want something like vertically, you can basically use this one horizontally and this one vertically. So you can have 10 and 10 rows. Now, these are not separated by any means. So if you click to move an item up here, it's basically going to move up here as well, and same goes for the other way as well. So these are not like individual. These are basically a clone of themselves. So if you move an item up here, it's definitely going to go there as well. Oh, I just clicked between 2 rows. So that is something to keep in mind, that you are, when you are going to change one row up here, you're basically going to change it up here as well. So keep that in mind, but it's still, I think it's still a really awesome feature that they're implementing. And this tray is basically the same one. You can basically rotate that to have 2 of the items, 2 of the same items, and also the firing mode, can both of them can have that as a option up here. Right now they don't work. If both of them are out, they're basically going to come up here to the main big personal trade number 1, and this one is just a backup, I guess. So this is something that I definitely want to show you guys, because it is really awesome. I definitely love the way that they're doing this. More option for us, more clickies, because like I said, set items, I don't know, all kinds of abilities are going to be here, devices, and all kinds of options. And most of the ships right now, they somehow have like a universal console or some kind of activatable trait or whatever. So we are basically, we're running out of room, and now they're like, here, have 100 of them and be done with it. Definitely awesome. Okay, so moving on to the second part that I wanted to talk about, and that is the Ferengi Alliance Admiralty that they actually added to us, to the game on the Tribble, basically going to give us this in the holodeck server sometime soon, I guess. So the rewards for completing missions in this alliance are going to vary. Obviously, we are going to get, if you complete the tour of duty, so there are basically 10 steps that you need to complete. Right here, the Ferengi Alliance tour of duty, 1 out of 10, and you can basically do this mission, if I'm not mistaken, I don't actually know because I haven't figured it out yet, but it usually comes up every 8, every 9, or every 10 assignment missions. One of these tour of duty comes up for you to plan. So basically every day you can slot in a new tour of duty to finish off the tour of duty reward right here, and you basically are going to be rewarded 30,000 dilithium ore if you do all 10 of these tour of duties. Now, for me personally, that's just a little bit odd, because the Klingon campaign is offering the same thing, right? Complete all 10 steps to receive 30,000 dilithium ore. The only benefit of doing it through the Ferengi Alliance campaign is because you're going to get gold press platinum, right? Some of these missions are actually going to yield gold press platinum as a reward. So also the standard normalized, you know, dilithium and like prisoners and what was the other one, colonists and stuff like that, and R&D materials, they're also going to include gold press platinum. Now, some of these missions, not all of them obviously, but as you guys can see, the next one up that's going to be here is going to yield gold press platinum. That's going to give me 8,600 gold press platinum on a success. And this one is going to yield me 88,000 gold press platinum if it's going to be on a success. So definitely awesome that they're actually giving us a way to farm gold press platinum in the game. That brings me up to my next question for Cryptic, or speculation that I'm going to come off from this point moving forward. I'm actually going to speculate now. I haven't talked to any of the developers because I haven't been on the STO game for a long time. Been busy with doing other stuff, but they actually are implementing a way for us to farm gold press platinum. My question is why? Right? Why are they actually doing that? Why are they actually giving us a way to farm more gold press platinum in the game? As it is right now, the gold press platinum is a currency that's not really used in the game. You can basically buy like some kind of like holograms for your ship that are really expensive. You can buy those disco balls and stuff like that, and that's about it. There is not really good use for gold press platinum as a currency in the game, though you can, though you can obtain it through Dabo, and there is like a duty officer. So if you slot him, every time you kill an enemy, you get gold press platinum in return. But as a currency, it's not really utilized a lot. by Cryptic implementing Gold Plus Platinum as a reward for missions, and the way that they are actually giving us the opportunity to farm Gold Plus Platinum actually tells me, and I'm speculating right now, that they might have some kind of use for Gold Plus Platinum in a later stage of maybe this year or something like that. They're going to implement some kind of like items that are going to be available for us to buy, to purchase through Gold Plus Platinum. I'm speculating right now. I don't really know if this is going to be the case or not, but I think that they're actually giving us the way to farm Gold Plus Platinum, because the whole Dabo system was like a big, I don't want to say failure, but was a big disappointment in the game, because nobody actually played Dabo to invest in Gold Plus Platinum, and it really took a long time to farm Gold Plus Platinum, and that just you know, in my personal opinion, not worth it for all of the items that are currently available. So by actually giving us the option to farm, I'm speculating that they're going to have some kind of like new edition of items in the Gold Plus Platinum store, or at the Ferengi at Drozana. So that's just my speculation. I definitely love the new Ferengi Alliance Admiralty that they're going to implement us in the near future. I'm hoping the campaign is really awesome, going to give us Gold Plus Platinum in return, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. And that's about it. Those two are the main focus on this video. Obviously, they're doing a lot of like bug fixes and stuff like that on the background, but that's not really going to sorry, I'm a little bit distracted right now. Somebody's texting me. That's not going to impact a lot of players as it is right now, but we'll see what the future is going to hold. Anyway, this short video, hopefully you guys had a little bit of entertainment coming out of this channel, a little bit of information to be fair, because these are definitely awesome bars that we are going to be able to click on. Anyway, hope to see you guys on the next video, and I definitely would love if you guys let me know in the comment section. Maybe you guys heard why they're actually giving us the option to farm Gold Plus Platinum. Maybe you guys have some better context than I have. In the comment section below, I would love to hear you guys. Anyway, take care and later.